Finishing of a sweep in Allen Arena today. Back-to-back wins for the Lady Bisons over Bellarmine. They win today 65-58. Jonathan and Justin Seaman courtside. We're joined across the way by Jalyn Holcomb. Jalyn had a career day today, 28 points. Congratulations. And was it one of those days you just started feeling it and just knew the shots were going to drop?
Yes, sir, I did feel like that. I think I hit a 3 in the fourth quarter, and it just felt like that. I was like, dang, I don't even know how I just shot that. So.
Well, it was a great game by you guys. You had to know Jalyn, though, especially since this was kind of flip of what it was for you guys last week, and you knew that second game of the back-to-back, you knew Bellarmine was going to give you a fight. So this is one of those games you had to keep making big shots because they kept coming at you.
Yes, sir. We knew from last week that we came in with a sense of urgency last week in the second game because we knew that we did not play our best game. And yesterday we knew we didn't play our best game, and we knew that they were going to come in with a sense of urgency and go at us on the offensive and defensive end. And so we knew that we had to come in and play great defense and make shots when it counted. So.
Well, you ended up making 11 out of 15, 3 of 5 from outside the arc, but there was a time when the momentum started moving back toward the Knights. How do you react? How does the team react when you feel that happening?
I mean, it for sure was a momentum change. I think in the third quarter, 23 started hitting some really tough shots, and she started taking it to us. And we all knew that we had to key in on her because we knew that she was going to try and take the game over. So I think towards the end of that, we kind of finished better than what we started in the third quarter. So.
Got to be a nice feeling for you guys, too. You've now played at home 5 games, and you're 5-0 at home.
Yes, sir. That is a pretty good feeling. I mean, we got to keep it up. So we need to win on the road. So.
Well, hopefully this is a confidence builder here today. Maybe you get a few days off before you continue play. We know that it's hard here in the A-side. How do you like this playing back-to-back games?
It's kind of hard. It's a little bit hard on your body, but I mean, a day off from the back-to-back is pretty good. It's pretty nice to have a day off and get in the training room to get some recovery. So it's a bit hard, but we're doing it. Well,
congratulations today on a career high.
Thank you.
All right, and good win here today by the Lady Bisons as they win it here over Bellarmine 65-58. Jalyn Holcomb with a career high 28 points. Take a look at the Tarkenton and Harwell listing of the game. You'll see in the shooting percentages, they got almost just dead even as this one kind of looked like Bellarmine just kind of really started taking control of their game through the second, third, and even down to the final fourth. But in three-point, they really outshot the Lady Bisons today in three-point land as they hit 8 of 16 compared to the Bisons hitting 6 of 28 after the 16 made yesterday. Rebounding advantage to the Lady Bisons by a couple, and turnovers 17 for Bellarmine compared to 12 for Lipscomb as Coach Sumski has joined us across the way. And Coach, you know what it's like to play this second game and come back hard, and you really had that and had to prepare your team for that today as the Knights roared back.
For sure. I think it's obvious we're a little bit far from playing our best basketball right now, but it's exciting to come out with 2 wins against a team that we knew that was going to really play hard against us the same way we did last weekend. So I'm excited we were able to make some growth in some areas, but as always, still, things we can clean up and get a lot better at.
Well, Coach, one of your calling cards for your team this year has been three-point shooting. Yesterday, you hit 16 of those, and you guys have been knocking down about 10, and you were 3 for 3 to start the game. I think that was the first 3 or 4 minutes of the ball game. Then you only hit 3 the rest of the game. Your team had to find another way to do it, and I know you got to be impressed that you're able to get the win even maybe when you're not doing your best things the best.
For sure. Coaches went into the game knowing law of averages. We probably weren't going to shoot as well as we did yesterday, but we were really focusing on doing a better job on the boards and not limiting them to as many second shots and then taking care of the ball a little bit better, because I think yesterday they had 10 more shots than us, including them getting to the free throw line a ton. And we wanted to clean it up and just give ourselves a chance at making it the best even game we could. We just have to get better finishing at the rim because I thought we had a lot of those opportunities. But, as we're growing and working through things, having people in and out of lineups, things like that, I think we're going to be able to use this week to get a lot better.
Early on in the first quarter and even into the second quarter, you had a lot of your post players get in foul trouble. A lot of people got 2 fouls before midway point of the first half, but you got to see some action from Dory Harrison today. You're back in the lineup a little while.
Yeah, for sure. I did not plan on playing her today. I'll be really honest with you, but when we get 4 fouls fouls between our two post players, I think, in the first, 8 minutes or so. You're just going to be ready when your number is called. And I give her credit. She was definitely ready for that. She missed some practice and got in and was able to help us defensively. Again, it's just working through kinks and, just us continuing to try to be a better basketball team every time we step on the floor and fighting some fatigue, especially in that second game.
Probably got to be proud, too, of the mental toughness of your team because Bellarmine got it to within 2 late there in that ball game, and every time they would make a bucket, you guys would come back and make another one. I thought also critical there, the final 2 minutes, I thought your rebounding was big. A couple of big offensive rebounds. You have put 2 games where you've out-rebounded the opponent. I know that's been something that you guys practice a lot.
Oh, yeah, we've been practicing rebounding forever. I think last year we were probably a good box-out team. This year a little bit better pursuing the basketball, but I thought we definitely finished those 2 minutes better than we did the previous 4. We were watching, and 23 was just beating us to the ball and getting some simple finishes, and I think that the growth was there and our team locking in and not crumbling in that moment when it became a 2-point game for us. So there's definitely improvement in that regard. And as we know, we're dealing with 18, 22-year-olds every day. We're trying to get better and better. So we're excited about it.
Well, and I'm sure you're glad to see Jalyn have that kind of scoring game today, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. She struggled earlier in the year, and we just told her to stay to it, and she's just a tough kid who wants to do her best, and she definitely stepped up when we needed her a lot today, so I'm excited for her.
Well, we kind of always have to wait and see what COVID's going to do, but right now you're scheduled to have some time off, but we never know what might happen here in the ASUN.
We're planning on being ready when our number is called this weekend, so we have no clue what that's going to look like. We're going to go into it and try to get a little bit extra rest, but also just be ready because there are a lot of teams coming out of quarantine, so we might get picked and we're just going to be ready to do whatever we have to do.
Well, congratulations. It was great to say you got a sweep and you're still undefeated at home.
Wow, we appreciate that. Thanks, guys.
All right, Coach. Coach Lauren Sumski with us here at the end of this ball game where the Lady Bisons win it. Well, you look ahead, they're scheduled to have Florida Gulf Coast University on the 23rd and 24th, then Stetson, and then Kennesaw State. But you just got to stay tuned to LipscombSports.com to find out exactly when the games for sure will be played. Lipscomb wins it over Bellarmine 65-58. And, of course, Lipscomb Sports always can be followed at LipscombSports.com.